Al here, Street Sense Live, waiting for our guests to jump on. Can anyone guess who this is coming on? Let's see if our guest joins us. How's everyone doing out there? We're back once again with a live. We're chilling. Got the coffee. We're waiting for our guests to join in. It's not Dell. Not Bottom though. What's up, the man Cologne? Vulcan's Lair. What's good, bro? So yeah, man, this is the live. We're here. My scent of the day is bond number 9, Andy Warhol. That's a good scent of the day. I'm feeling that. Hard to find. That's the one with the Andy Warhol image on the bottle, right? I respect that. Me and my mom still rock your shirts. Wow, I mean, I appreciate that. Your mom? So what's your scent of the day? What's everyone rocking out there? It's 8:02. Guest should be on any minute. I don't know where he's at. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. It's all good though. We're gonna rock without him until he joins in. I'm gonna try to get out there and do some Street Sense episodes real soon. Go out into the city, stop some random people. I got some good fragrances to bring out there. Clive Christian X, Dior Sauvage Elixir. I'm loving it. Dior Sauvage Elixir. I really like that juice. Always awesome to see you. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Visco Gomez. What's good, bro? I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm excited. The live, we're jumping off with this live. Let's fix this up like this. Yeah, there we go. That's better. We got 12 people in the house. I don't know where he is, but he's running a little late. It's all good. Initial side effect. Great juice. Oh, your suit effect, side effect. I know what you're saying. I got you. Let's get this camera set like this. All right, cool. Loan My Deal. It's been top 10 for me since it came out. I respect that. Our guest should join us real soon. Other than that, I've been just hanging out, wearing some, testing out a bunch of fragrances. I was rocking Versace Eros Energy. It's not bad. It reminds me of Aventus, like a lemony Aventus. I have it right here, actually. A lot of citrus, a lot of lemon. Smells like Aventus, of course. A lot of fragrances trying to copy Aventus. I got the same wall color. I hate it. It's all good. If you don't like it, it's all good. The green I'm talking about. So yeah, this is Versace Eros Energy. Thierry Mugler Amen Gold Edition years ago. Should have saved it. Yeah, those Thierry Mugler fragrances, man. I remember when Pure Malt was like gold back in the days. When I first started my channel, I started my channel in 2010. My guest is coming. Here he is. Let's add him. He's jumping on right now. There he is.
Yo!
Oh, what's up, man?
What's good? What's going on?
Frunkinator in the house.
I'm in the house. I gotta
Yeah,
find a good spot for my camera right now.
no, that's all good.
Gotta find somewhere. I'm at a Halloween party with the kids.
And
Um,
and
but
yet,
I had to pull away for this.
I appreciate it, man.
Of course, of course. Let me find somewhere good. I gotta find somewhere to prop this up. Let me find. You know what? Let me do this. Let me do this. What's going on? How we doing? What are we doing, Al?
I'm good, man. How you doing? It's been a long time. I don't even remember the last time I saw you. It's been so long.
Oh man, I know it's been a minute.
I'm
That I
telling
know.
I'm telling everyone you started your channel in 2011 because we did the get-togethers in 2011, the epic get-togethers, the
Yeah,
two
we
of us.
did.
And you've been very active doing your thing, and then just like disappeared. So people want to know, well, what's going on? What happened?
They want to know where I went, huh?
Yeah,
They're
I mean,
wondering where I went.
but you
Where's my
before
beer?
you did that big ass by Killian leader split. Remember? I remember that.
Yo,
That's
that
like
was dope. That was
that,
fun.
that every time your name comes up, they talk about that big keg looking thing you had.
Yo, that was a fun one too. That was when splits were happening.
Yes,
Like we
yes,
had just started doing splits, and the idea of buying a full bottle because a lot of people wanted they wanted to sample the niche stuff, right? But they didn't. They couldn't afford it, and we get it. I got it. I understood it. But like it was the most sensical way for people to get their hands on the quality stuff. Hundred
yeah. I
percent.
mean, I
Yeah.
never even knew that existed. How? I mean, that's crazy. It was like a keg, or what was that? It was
Yeah, I forget how many liters that was.
had like egg nozzle, like where you
Yeah.
how'd you? I remember
Well,
seeing a bit.
it was funny though because they actually had like when I had talked to Killian, and it was just like what, how does this work? It comes in this spout keg, and he goes, it doesn't really come in a keg. He goes, we give you the keg if you want to put it in there because
Oh,
because you want 30 gallons of by Killian, but no, like it literally came in like a box and like its own giant flacon, and the keg was like an extra to like put on the side. So, yeah, but I mean, we made it work. I mean, we had to show it off, and
wow,
it was awesome.
that was epic. And you split all that juice,
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I didn't have anything left over. That was a massive split.
and that was back to black, right?
Yes, yeah. That because remember when I did the split, it was people's choice. Like whatever people wanted, whatever people, it was people's choice. They pick it, they got to do it, and that's what the people wanted that, so that's what they got.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Mhm.
I'll never forget that because when you always say
Yeah.
he was the only guy with this big ass keg, and I remember like I remember seeing pictures. I don't remember where, but I remember seeing pictures of it.
Like back then too, we didn't have Venmo,
Yeah, yeah,
and doing splits like that, like it was messing up accounts, right? Because if you had too many transactions going to PayPal, they considered you a business account.
yeah, yeah.
So it was like, and I had, I mean, I want to say I know for a fact I had over 50 splitters, but it was such an on taking to like in
And what you
under.
put them in like 5, 10 mLs or
Yeah, I
how?
bought I bought I think I kept it simple if I remember right, which I mean I could go back to my old videos. Frunkinated channel still exists.
Oh, so you have
It's,
a that's right. You have a video on it. That's
I got a
okay.
whole video on it. Yeah,
That's where I saw it. Okay, I gotta go back and check that shit out.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
video,
It still exists. I mean, I check my
yeah,
channel today,
yeah,
but
100%.
yeah.
Yo,
What?
shout out to all the people in the crowd.
Yeah, I mean,
Disco, Demand, Jared. What's up? What's up, Scott? It's good to see everybody.
yeah. I mean, people want to know where you've been, what happened. So
Been
what happened?
hiding. Been
Oh,
hiding.
I mean, your channel's still there, but no new content. So
No, I know. It's hard.
hey, man, let us know what's going on.
Is now that but do we have enough people watching yet? Should we go? Let's get some shares out there, guys. Send this out to the people. Like post this on your pages. Let's get more people out here. Um yeah, what happened was I had had my first child.
Okay.
Um and it took up all my time. I was still trying to do videos after having my oldest, and life got hard because trying to be able to balance, the work and the play and the kids and the home life, like it was really hard to do.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it just became like, especially having a new baby, like that was priority, obviously. But trying to find time in life to be able to then be able to shoot videos. I mean, Al, like shooting a video at one point, like, look, we did it because it was a passion, it was a hobby, but there was also a part of it that was like it felt like work,
Yeah,
and feeling like work and trying to squeeze that time in there, it became really difficult to do. So I knew at some point I needed to slow down, and I did try. I mean, you saw my channel kind of evolve to like just doing scents and fragrances to just really doing interviews with
yeah,
brand owners and brand founders because I really enjoyed that more.
yeah,
um and I didn't really care. I wanted to test and do videos on the stuff that I was enjoying at the time. Whereas, like, Cody Drakdoc, I still talk to Drakdoc daily. I still
wow.
talk to Luis daily, City
Yeah,
Messiah.
I was gonna say, I remember,
Yeah, I mean, we're in a group chat. Like,
yeah,
we're in
like,
a chat. Hasn't died. Chat's been going for over 10 years strong. We
no, but
still
City
talk.
like 10 names. I remember we did the video. He was going on AKA. We were cracking up. I remember watching that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're still in group chats. Like we still talk. Igor, who was
Igor.
the Igor created the first Facebook
Yeah,
fragrance men's channel that had ever existed for all the reviewers
yeah, behind this.
and behind the scenes, and it was awesome. Like it
Yeah,
was, yeah,
I remember
um,
that. A lot
yeah,
of everybody would just go vent back there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yo,
was
Jared Wilson says Frank put me on to onto Le Labo.
oh, I mean, yeah, you put me on to Carna Barcelona. I remember in the video you hit me
Yes,
100. I was like, "What's your sin a day?" You like
Andre
Carna
was good.
100. I'm like, "What the hell? What's that?" And then I got my nose in it. That was a really nice scent, man.
I'm just gonna answer while it comes through. So Jared, Drac also has children now, and I think for him also it's just a life balance thing, man. Like and at the same time, like you take on new things. Like after having a child, life got busier, work got busier. My life has evolved in my work life a lot. I'm actually super heavy and involved in NFTs and cryptocurrency stuff. I'm a community manager for two NFT projects. One of the community leaders for Pudgy Penguins, for
It-
that NFT. Like I'm always active. I'm always busy, but I'm still wearing my fragrances. Like I'm
yeah.
still I'm still smelling good. Don't get me
I was,
wrong.
I was gonna say. I mean, what are you rocking these days? Like, well, you still
It's
buying? Oh,
I haven't bought a new one in a
okay.
while.
But I'm sure
Like
you had a lot though, right? You had. I mean, your collection was.
I still have my mainstays, and it's actually kind of funny because I to this day number one here's the alpha number one ultimate compliment getter and still my favorite green Irish tweed.
Wow.
Kills it, kills
Yeah.
it,
Of course, that's amazing. Amazing fragrance. I mean,
kills it every time though. That's literally my it became my scent. Like it became my signature scent for a lot of time. I was actually I was layering it. I was doing Millesime Imperial, and then I was doing Green Out GIT on top, and
and
it
ah,
was it was it was good. It was good because it gave. I always felt it gave GIT that little bit of aquatic note that it was missing. I mean, it has it, but it gave it a little bit extra. Gave that little watermelon extra. Um,
I
but
gotta try.
these, yeah. Oh, you never tried that mix?
Oh, I never tried that mix. No, I gotta try.
Oh man, I used to. So you got to layer it GIT first because it's stronger and it's going to last longer.
Okay.
Um,
And
Creed,
milk top.
yeah, Millseam on top, but I used to actually give GIT one solid spray on each hotspot,
Okay.
and then I give two sprays of Millseam. I would let it cool though. I would let it dry down a little bit. So give it a shot on each side.
Uh-huh.
Give it like 5-10 minutes, and then give it one more, and I'm done.
I'll
And
try
that would
that.
last all night. Yeah, and you get a little bit of little extra aquatic notes to the GIT that it always killed it. But these days I'm not even layering. I'm literally going in GIT back of the neck, side, depending a little bit on the clothing because we know we're gonna get a little bit more wafting when you walk around.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but that's been my mainstay. Um, I'm still wearing. Let me see stuff that I'm still wearing. Chanel Platinum Eagle East.
Yeah, of course. I love that.
I like it a
I
lot.
have I have the vintage bottle.
Do you? Nice.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm talking about? The skinny, like
Yeah.
house
Yeah.
like bottle.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a great.
Um, I'm still wearing of all the Le Labos. It's funny how your it's almost like your palette, right? Like your scent palette can shift also. Um, and I used to wear their rose one all the time, rose
Oh,
31. But I ended up kind of like I got turned off by it. I think I wore it
too
during
much.
like yeah, like during a hot summer.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like, it just like it got to me, and I was just like,
yeah.
oh, like when you drink too much of one particular alcohol flavor, and you're like, oh, I can't do that anymore. It like soured it for me. So like, I try to wear Rose 31 now, and I'm like, I don't know, it doesn't work anymore. But I started, especially when I because I had also retired from my job, where I was allowed to then start growing a beard in, and yeah. So once I retired, I was like, I'm growing it, and I had this thing probably down to about here at one point, and it was luscious and long and soft. And I started using um, different balms and different oils for my beard to keep it healthy. But I actually started wearing vanilla fragranced oils.
Okay.
So I wanted to make sure that it wasn't completely clashing with whatever fragrances I was wearing, because I was still mindful of, well, if I'm wearing a vanilla scent on my
Y-
beard,
Yeah. Then you're wearing a fragrance. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I was actually being pretty careful, and one of the ones that I actually found as a mainstay for me was Vanille 44
Oh
from
wow.
Gulabo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you would rock the vanilla thing on your beard, the bomb, with
Yes.
and they would like complement each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, 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 okay. I feel what you mean.
Exactly. Because I
Wow.
thought that was just the smartest way to be able to like keep the beard groomed and keep it soft, between the beard butter and the beard balms. Depending on the length, I would have to put different things into it. And then I would switch it, every day I'm using the oil right out of the shower. It keeps it soft. And when I did that, I was like, all right, I don't want to wear necessarily Platinum Eagle East if I'm putting vanilla in here.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But I was also, again, being conscious of it. Like I would also switch it up. So then if I'm using an oil, or if I'm using a balm that has, some lavender in it, well, then I wouldn't mind putting on the GIT, because I know that the lavender is just going to accent it, and I'm okay.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, we have 71 people in the house. That's all.
Nice. What's up,
It's
everybody?
got the Frunkinator in the house. It's like
Yo, Empty Sense, Cornick, Cali
yeah,
Fragrances. What's up? What's up? Good to see you guys.
a lot of people watching. I mean, 71
Awesome.
is pretty good. I mean, I've been doing lives for the last few weeks, and that 71 is a lot.
No, that's great. That's great. I'm happy to see everybody.
I'm happy to see you. It's great that we got you on. It's been a while. I mean, I don't even remember the last time I saw you. Will you be going to Sun
First,
Explore? Can you go to Sun Explore? Will you go to Sun Explore? I know we
um,
spoke last year. I spoke to you last year about it on the phone with.
yes.
I,
Max is still running it.
yes, he is.
Okay. Max does contact me every year. We talk probably once a year. Um, I was trying to go last year. I don't
Yeah,
remember what happened. I didn't, and I know that you guys are doing it this year. What month is it?
it's in December. It's always in December.
All right.
I first in the beginning of December. It would be great to see you there, man.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to, so everyone here knows. I didn't leave because I wanted to leave. Life just got complicated and busy, and it became one of those things that was like, I got to prioritize, and certain things worked and certain things didn't. And if I can make it down, I will 100%. I will. I mean, I will. And there's no. It's just going to be a matter of scheduling, and if I can make it doable. So I'm down. I'm
Well,
down.
I'll talk next, and then maybe we'll do like
Yeah, we'll talk behind the scenes. We'll confirm.
and maybe
'Cause
we could
the
record
last time I talked to Max, I know when he was doing it, he wanted to do like a whole like
old school.
um a throwback, old school, like bring back some of the originals and let's get everyone together again. So
Yeah, actually, he was reaching out to me. I actually reached out to Brandon Cutlass Supreme,
you
and
talk to him. How's Brandon doing?
he's doing good, but he's also busy. Life. It's
Where's
chaotic.
Brandon? Brandon lives where?
Chicago.
Chicago. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was trying to get him on, but we lost communication. And then Jr. Ryder, he got something. He got involved with some kind of something with the law. He has some.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has
So
something going down.
Yeah, yeah. So
What
he's
about Mark? You talked to Mark recently?
yeah. Mark actually came on a couple of my lives. We've been talking.
Nice. Good.
So
I gotta hit
yeah,
him up. I haven't talked to him in a while.
yeah. He's back. Mark doing his thing. I'm sure he might join us because
I mean, I know he's always doing stuff too. He hasn't. His channel has always been busy, so that's good to see.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So someone
Yeah.
wrote, "Bring back T Sweatcough." Tim, that's yeah, that's
Guys, I don't
back.
think anyone is talking to Tim. Has anybody spoken?
No, Tim is MIA.
Legend.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
legend.
It was
He
better.
literally started a channel
Yeah,
and then just shut it all down.
yeah, yeah.
There's nobody here. Just me. Like I said, I'm at a Halloween party. I got people popping in. They're looking for ghosts. I
We
don't
appreciate
know.
taking some time to. But yeah, I was saying, Tim, and then Cubby, the OG guys,
Yeah.
Mark, those guys.
Have
They
you
sent.
talked to Cubby?
No, he's MIA too.
Another ghost?
I reached out to him, but he never got back. So
Okay.
and you remember the naked unboxings with Kirill?
Yes.
Remember that? That's crazy. I'm thinking about like the old school bottom
That,
note. The
I know
bottom.
because you've been in touch with a lot of people, and I know with the stuff that you're doing with Max too. Who who have you been able to bring back and or at least contact and who's communicating? Who are you reaching out with?
From the old school, not too many
Yeah.
guys. A lot of them are gone.
Really?
Yeah, like Hero, another one. We tried to. Are you in contact with Hero?
I haven't talked to Hero in years. No. And
Okay,
I don't
yeah,
even know if I still have his number. I gotta
yeah.
look.
He just disappeared too. I mean,
I
that's another.
know.
Guy.
I
When we
know.
went together, he was there. I don't know if you remember. We went to Cree Boutique before we went to eat. Me and him were doing like a spray off at the Cree Boutique
Yeah.
before we went to go to the Dallas barbecue place.
Don't forget, we met him in Toronto.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
went to Toronto.
yeah. I didn't go. You guys went. Yeah,
I ran Toronto T dot street sense for you when we were in Toronto.
yes, I remember that. I appreciate it.
That
I actually
was awesome. That was
the
awesome.
the good old days. And then I remember Chris. He had like the long ass name. I think he passed away. Chris. You know what I'm talking about? He has the long ass name. Uh,
Yes. I
Chris
do. Yes.
last name, but he passed away from what I heard. He had a daughter.
Yes. What?
He had a daughter too. Remember, he was like divorced. He had a daughter.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was super long. We would always crack up when he would say his name.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
His channel. Yeah. So
Listen, we've had a few people pass on us, so
yeah. I mean, you still watch the videos. You still.
I so because of my channel, I mean, if I'm just scrolling, I'll still get feed like it will still come up on my feed. I'll still get cologne stuff on, but I don't search it out anymore
Okay.
unless
Yeah.
I'm looking for something specific. And I'm really normally I'm not. Um, but if I see you, if I see Mark, if I'm not doing anything, like the way people treat Instagram and TikTok nowadays, like you just scroll, you see something you want to pop in. So I'll watch videos like that now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, remember, like when you first started watching now, what made you first start watching fragrance reviews in the first place?
Yeah. It's like everyone's story. I mean, I was curious. I was like, I had an Issey Miyake fragrance, and I said, you know what? I want to see if there's anything on Issey Miyake. I typed in Issey Miyake on YouTube. I don't know why, but I went
Right,
to YouTube. I typed in Issey Miyake, and like I saw reviews, and I was like,
right.
crazy. Like people are reviewing fragrances, and then I
But
saw Mark.
that's why I think it's interesting, right? Because like you, like me, I mean, I think I still have my first video I had ever posted up on my channel because I just wanted to leave it there for nostalgia. It's awful. Don't get me wrong. I know it is. I couldn't talk right when I was doing it, but like I get it. I needed to leave it there. But I think that's the whole point. You, me, we started watching these videos because we were trying to gain knowledge.
Of course.
We did it long enough where we got enough knowledge. I could pick up a bottle of anything now and be like, probably name off at least the top notes, one of the mids, and one of the bases, most likely.
Yeah. 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 Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and if I smell something, I could probably pick up the DNA that's coming from a brand and be like, oh, this smells like a Chanel. This smells like a Dior. Like, so I think that when it comes to like, are you still watching the videos? For me, it's like I had gained a lot of knowledge at that point. And yes, I'm one of the believers that you can always learn new things, but like I'm not necessarily seeking it out as much. So it's not like I'm like, let me watch the videos because I want to know about this particular fragrance anymore. And I think that's the difference
Yeah. Yeah.
nowadays for me. You know what I mean? Because if I'm like, oh, I want a lavender scent, I know what I want. Like,
Yeah.
I want something fresh. I'm gonna look for something with bergamot. I'm gonna look for some top notes out of grapefruit. Like it's easier already having that knowledge because I've got the skill set ready.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I need something for the winter. Well, okay, are we going oak moss or are we going something rose? Right? Like we know
yeah,
what we want for certain seasons. So I think it's different for us more experienced people now, which I love the idea that we can still give back to the community and let people, learn from us. But I think you're still doing your videos, right? Like you're
yeah. I mean, I took a huge break, but I said, you know what? Let me come back. I'm doing the lives now. I'm loving the lives, and I'm still doing the videos. Yeah,
yeah.
I have my niece and her boyfriend. They're pushing me to do street sense on the streets. Uh,
Listen, people love street sense for a reason. It was a great idea and it worked well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and I feel like I just love doing it. So I'm gonna try to
Yeah,
get out doing it.
good.
I love. I have a lot of fun doing it actually, and the fragrance community has changed too. It's a whole different animal now.
I know. I
That's
know.
what I think about Fragcom now versus back then.
Well, let me answer some of the people. Jared, do you like Louis Vuitton fragrances? I can't, and
I,
you guys all know me. If you do know me, you don't. I'm honest about shit, so I don't know enough of the Louis Vuitton fragrances right now, currently,
they're
to
great.
even give you. Are Yeah, you digging them?
Yeah, they're a lot of them are amazing. I mean, I
Okay.
got them and I love them. I mean, they're really good.
Okay. What's
The
your favorite? What's your favorite right now, Al?
imagination right here. You can see I
What's
put a dent on that
Yeah,
bottle
you
right there.
did. What's in it?
A lot of
What's the
cinnamon,
notes?
very fresh. It's musky. It's got like a cinnamon tea kind of thing in the background, which makes it kind of unique.
Okay.
But citrus is in here, and the freshness is just amazing. I love fresh fragrances, and this right here, it just does it for me. A great summer fragrance.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Yeah,
I'll give
and
it a. I'll give it a sniff. I'll remember because look, real life. I got two daughters, so I told you guys why I originally stopped doing videos. I had got my first kid. Um, I ended up having a second one in time. So I got two kids. I got two daughters now. And one of them really likes going to Sephora. Which I find funny because, now I'm in this world where I used to go in here and take her when she was little, and I used to have her smell the scent cards for me. And she used to be like, I like this one, I like this one. And she was young, she was little. And now I find myself buying her, lip masks. And I'm like, what the hell is a lip mask? What's a lip mask? It's not a mask, it's called chapstick.
yeah,
So, getting older. You know what I mean?
I have two kids too. That's why I slowed down with Street Sense too. I was like an assassin out there doing so many videos, and then when I had a kid, it's like things just like you,
Yeah.
things down. It's not as can't keep. One second, I see BP
You see
Wool.
BP Wool. What's up, brother? How are you?
I was like, wait a minute, is that Brad? That's an OG guy right there.
Yes, it is. What's up, Brad?
I,
I,
I see some of these comments, man. I see
I've been trying to read it while I'm talking, but
2009. Good to see you. What's up, Ja?
hi, what's up, Shy?
Yeah, OMG.
I love seeing all these guys. It's great. Yo, guy, I don't know. Share this out, spread it out, get the word out. Let everybody know that we're live right now. We're having fun.
This video is gonna stay on my channel, so people can
Yeah,
always watch it too. So
I know, but
I,
I love interacting with the community. I always have. I mean, I just think it's such a great part of what we do and what we've always have done was just being able to interact and talk to people live. I love it.
fragrances. We're out there. I'm out there when the camera's on with Street Sense. I'm very loud, animated because I have passion. It's like the
Yeah.
passion comes out on camera.
I'll
So
tell you what's funny. So for the first like 10 years of my career, nobody knew that I did videos.
okay,
At one point,
someone
one guy
saw your
found
video.
me, found me,
He's like, probably like, oh shit, what the hell is this?
and that was it. It was a wrap. From that
Yep.
moment on, it was a wrap. And then anytime I met anyone else knew this guy, I was the guy that did fragrance videos. Like it was just the thing that came about. But everyone low key used to be like, yo, what do you think
Yeah,
about
yeah,
this one? And I'm like, you make fun of me, you laugh, you joke, but now you want to know what's my favorite one. Like
yeah.
now you want a
You want
comparison. Now you want to know which is the panty dropper that everyone likes to talk about, right? So,
to.
but yeah, I mean, everyone used, and then once that was a wrap. Once everyone realized
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
They all wanted me to give him the scoop.
Fragrance I could wear to a wedding or whatever, whatnot.
Uh-huh. Yup.
Oh,
I
look,
wore
someone wrote, Frunk, what's your top five in your arsenal right now? From Jared Wilson.
Jared's been on since I started the broadcast. So let's see. Honestly, I mean, I told
I
you
think
he heard me already, so that's why I don't reiterate too much. I'm rocking GIT Green Irish Tweed almost daily. Like
love it,
it's been a staple because it works in the summer and it works in the winter.
love it.
It's a like literally been a staple in my collection. I still get the most amount of compliments when I'm wearing it. It's wild
So,
to me.
so you've purchased newer bottles, since time.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
I've actually purchased. You want to know? I mean, so I used to go to Max to get them,
okay.
and then he stopped selling them for a little bit. I bought my last bottle from Costco.
Really?
Yes,
Wow,
full size, $180 shipped. Done.
wow.
I bought two. One went into the wine fridge. I should say the beer fridge, but it
Oh, you
went right in the fridge. I just stocked up because it was a good.
have the wine fridge?
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
yes, but I
yeah.
actually keep beer in it now too, so that's the
You
difference.
have your fragrances like the tinted, like dark,
I
right?
keep, yeah, I still keep some of the ones that I know I want to last, like my Le Labo. The only Le Labo that I still have to this day that I'm still wearing is Le Labo Vinyl 44.
Love
Um,
it.
what else am I doing? I mean, I probably should have. There was something else that I picked up a few years ago that I made last. Shit, it's gonna drive me nuts now. I'll think of it. I'll think of it.
I still have a 2009 Green Irish Tree bottle.
Do you?
Yeah, it's got some juice in it, and I have a 2010 Aventus with some juice in it. No,
Okay,
I everybody with 2010.
but is it
Uh,
still good?
no, it's still good. It's smoky. It's a
Okay.
smoky. I mean, it's still good. I save it. It's like I save it. I don't really wear it. I think I wore it once last year, but for some reason I'm just like cherishing it and saving it. But I of course I
Let
have
me
a whole.
um let me answer some of the questions. Frunkinator is still buying Killian. I have not bought a Killian in a very long time. I'll be honest with you. I haven't. Um, I just haven't. I don't know why. I mean, I used up what I had over time, and I never picked up another one.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't really mess with too many by Killians these days. I don't know why. I just there's a lot came out, but I don't. I mean, Back to Black was a classic, but
I mean, and that's the thing. Like, it doesn't mean I don't like it. I think there was a lot of things that, as I evolved and as I started, I mean, a lot of this, like I said, when I was doing videos, it was a lot of it was just for fun. Like, let me test this out. I'm looking forward to testing it.
yeah.
But it wasn't. A lot of them didn't necessarily stay in my collection as mainstays. But there's been some like D600 from Carner Barcelona. I still,
No,
yeah. I mean, I bought multiple bottles of that.
that's a great scent. I like that. It was a powdery scent,
It's a
right?
powdery iris space
Yeah.
scent.
Oh,
Yeah,
Iris, your Earl Intense. You still
yeah.
have how about your Earl Intense? You rocking that or
No, but I had a small bottle of it,
okay?
and it ended up souring on me over time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was too long because I had it from 2011, and it eventually it just a 212, right? When it and it so that was the problem. A lot of the stuff that I had ended up just
Well,
going bad. Yeah, and I kept it in fridges, but we're in 2024, so a lot of stuff. Oh, Jared, get out of here with Musk.
Musk
Musk
Rock.
Revengeur, never liked it, never loved it. Go to the old videos, you'll see it. I never ever could go down with it. I tried. Gross.
The opening is definitely, you got to, that opening throws a curveball at you. Musk Rivers.
100%.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the dry down either.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No,
The
I
drop.
smelled like a wet ferret. I'm not wearing that. Done.
I did a video on Musk Rivers. My guest didn't like
I
it either.
remember your videos. People loved it.
Yeah.
I know. Uh, Brad wanted to know. He said, I don't think Aventus was out when Frank left.
Yeah. What
Aventus was, yeah.
2010?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have it.
Aventus was out.
I actually
This-
have
I was doing videos in the Creed boutique, I think, when Aventus was already out.
this right here. This is a great Aqua fan. You can't get this.
Is that the which one is it? That's Aqua? Yeah.
Yeah. This
I
is
still
great.
wear I still wear the original. I got the original in my collection.
The original is a masterpiece.
I still have the original in my collection. Yep.
Yeah, that's a masterpiece. I mean, the Fahrenheit was ahead of their time with that fragrance.
They literally were ahead of 100%. You said it right. They were ahead of their time from the start.
But
And
you know what I don't understand? Like Aqua Fahrenheit, it has the grapefruit, it has the original. It's a great scent, but they discontinued it. Like why? Like why discontinue such
the
a great?
Aqua.
Yeah, and also
Yeah,
Fahrenheit.
but because they'll put it out again in the summer because it's called Aqua. We know the
No,
game.
no, they don't. They never did. They came
They
out
will.
20. It came back again.
I'm afraid they're going to get rid of the original.
I mean, you who knows with Dior?
That's the problem with a lot of these big brands. You don't know what they're going to do.
Sauvage, you smell Sauvage?
Have I what?
Dior Sauvage.
I like that one.
Yeah,
I like that one a lot.
there's a bunch of concentrations. There's Eau de Toilette, Eau de
I
Parfum,
know. I smell the EDT and the EDP of those two. I
Elixir is good.
actually I like the EDT better
Okay,
because the EDP, and we always said it gave a little bit more parfumey. It got a little bit floral on the dry down for me,
okay.
and I didn't dig it. But the EDT I think is great, and it actually wasn't bad. It lasted. That lasted.
Did you just smell the Elixir?
No,
The Elixir, you gotta try the Elixir. The Elixir is good.
really?
Yeah, the Elixir is good. It
Okay.
has like, a bit of a barbershop kind of thing in there. It's a little darker, but I think it's really. I have the Elixir. It's in uh all these bottles we mentioned. All these fragrances we mentioned. I'm about to like I feel like going and grabbing the bottles to show them, but I have the Elixir and it's really good.
Hold on. We got a question here. I think we can both be answering these too. They don't have to just come from me. You know that, Al.
My microphone.
Most overrated fragrance.
Wow, that's a tough one. Can you hear me good?
You're okay on my end. Larry, have you tried raising the volume?
Someone said that my microphone is.
He sounds okay on my end, and I'm on an iPhone right now.
Yeah, I am too. I actually had this in my hand. This is a Versace Eros Energy.
Oh, okay.
Smells like Aventus with a lot of lemon.
I mean, he has the most overrated scent. Should we say Aventus?
I mean, do you think it's overrated, Aventus?
I don't know. A lot of people love it.
I still love it.
But are they saying that they love it because people were telling them that they loved it, or are they saying that they loved it because they loved it? That's an interesting question. Are we
Well,
going off of straight up, comments from other people?
well, I
That's why
think
Street Sense was so interesting, Al, because you got people passing by strangers that, you know,
yeah, yeah. I mean, I had like mobsters smelling fragrances
what I'm saying. Right.
and
That's why your channel was so good because you
uh,
got regular Joes walking down the street, cute girls, ugly people. It didn't matter. What do you
yeah,
think of this?
yeah. No, it didn't matter. I have all walks of the world on my
Right.
channels.
Right.
No, I just want to be organic. Just and show everybody. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So I would be interested. Al, you need to do a Creed like street scent video in the street, get a group of people together, and I think that you should do some of the Creed mainstays and see what happens. Aventus, um, I mean, obviously GIT, Aventus GIT, and I'm just thinking in the back of my head: do we do Millicent Imperial? Do we do Vetiver? What do we do? Maybe do 2 or 3
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and see what the top one is.
That's a good idea. I mean, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do Aventus, Green Irish Tweed, and maybe Millicent Imperial.
Yeah,
What do you
because
think?
I'd be interested. I'm telling you right now, from my friends, people that I know, women, men, doesn't matter. Depending on the stuff, it still was GIT.
No, GIT legend.
Give me 1 second. I got a little one with me.
It's all good. Yes, Aqua Fahrenheit. Out front
Can
does
you
this.
ask
I
me to make another plate? Is that cool?
love
I love you.
something about it.
My little one.
No, you got to do your thing. No, I hear you. I
That's
hear you.
it, man. I'm gonna answer Floating Man's question. Did you guys stop buying Frigs? Yeah. What?
When you had children, or does the
It's
collection?
live. This is live right here.
The collection never stops growing. For
Go
me, I
ahead.
mean, I'm a fragrance fanatic.
Yeah. I'll
Always
text you. All right.
best fragrance.
Um. Yeah, it stopped. No, it did. For me, I stopped buying new things because I couldn't personally put the commitment into buying a lot of things and then knowing that I was also testing it. And I found myself just reaching for things that I already had. Again, remember, as a person that was reviewing, once or twice a week, I had stuff that would last me for days.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, so I think like for you, Meow, like, I was able to go probably 3, 4 months and never have to pick up another one.
yeah, yeah.
Buy something new to try. I mean, I had testers and stuff that I never got to really give a good sample to. Whereas I think and then once I finally ran through a lot of stuff that I wanted to test out, I think I just started going for the things that I know that I personally enjoyed just smelling on myself. It wasn't a matter of me testing it for you guys, the community. It was like, well, what do my friends and family enjoy smelling on me? What do I like? What's
Yeah.
easy going? And that's honestly, that's why I landed on GIT because it was just the easiest for me. I thought it had that masculinity to it. At the same time, it had the freshness to it. It
Oh, yeah,
lasts
yeah.
8 hours,
GIT is amazing.
and then,
My collection.
that, and I'm only talking about it so much because that's my mainstay right now. But
Oh, of course.
obviously, there's a lot of other things that like I do still rotate, but it's just an easy one. When you got 2 kids, full time job, you're working, you're living, you're doing life. A lot of times, like for me at this stage, and as the last 10 years had evolved for me, it was just me grabbing what I knew worked and then just using that. So that was the
Yeah,
difference. What do you
I respect.
you need somebody until I'm done in 10 minutes? Is that okay with you? Okay. Thank you.
So, uh, damn, the time flies, man. It's already 41 minutes went by. It feels
I
like
know.
one. I was gonna ask you. So I asked you. I know we're jumping all over the place, but what do you think about Fragcom today? I mean, like, have you
Oh,
watched it?
I
Twitch
have. Yeah.
not like it used to be. Everybody's like, it's like a business now. People are making money. People have 300,000 subscribers, and
How? 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 This is what I want to know. I think a lot of, I mean, is it botted? Is this
I,
legit numbers?
I don't know. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean,
Jared put out his own fragrance. Next thing you know, he's running around in his underwear half the time. Right? Like,
uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, I know. I mean, I do try to keep up with you guys because it's fun, and this is something that obviously that I have a passion for, and I love the community. Um,
A lot of top
it-
10 people doing top tens to like gain views.
and
Uh,
and and we knew that. We
but
knew
we
what worked.
but we did top tens only for like seasons. We
Seasonal.
tens kind of like
But people also told me, and I knew it. Top tens will get you numbers.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't care. I don't care.
yeah,
I
yeah,
want to do
yeah,
what I want to do, and you guys are either gonna realize that I'm real, and you're gonna enjoy the content that I'm giving you. And I created a format. You know what I'm saying? I told you what I was reviewing for the day. I broke down the notes, and then I tried to be as metaphorical with the fragrance that I smelled, so that people could smell it through the lens, through the camera.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
you know what I mean. Like, so just use the best that I could, my ability to put out the words, so that other people could realize what it smelled like. And if you guys didn't like it, then I didn't get the subscribers, and I know that my numbers were low. I think I maxed out at 3,500 subscribers. Whereas your numbers were incredible. You were hitting streets and people loved it.
Well, they were back then, and then
Yeah.
but I kind of like plateaued. Kind of like I feel like I should have more. Honestly, I'm not trying to sound like conceited, but I feel like I should have more. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm not.
No,
It is.
it is, and that's how I looked at it. But that's the thing. I didn't want to just do something because it was going to get me numbers. Like a lot of people were like, "Yo, go do more designer stuff."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
To try the numbers. I
but
got
I
you.
didn't want to do the designer stuff because some of it I didn't like.
Yeah.
So, and I'd be honest on camera. If I didn't like it, I'd say it. So for me, it was like, well, yeah, you could ask me if I like something. I'll tell you no, it's not my favorite. Yeah, and I was never hidden about what which is interesting that I started wearing more vanilla scented stuff when I always hated vanilla, which is
Yeah.
why, which is
Well,
why I said like your palettes change,
yeah, yeah.
and I realized that like the vanilla bearded products that I was using, like it complemented certain vanilla fragrances. I bought a little mini of Limal in the last
Oh,
5 years. Yeah.
wow. Wow, that's a classic.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I always hated that scent, but my palate changed and I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good.
it has
Um
vanilla. the vanilla.
Yeah, and the
And the
mint
mint,
infused with the vanilla
yeah,
gave it a
like a
twist, made it spicy.
yeah.
So yeah, um, you know what I bought for nostalgic reasons? Aqua di Gio.
Oh, wow.
That was the fragrance that started me my first video because I had finished up like my fifth bottle of of Aqua di Gio, and I
Yeah,
wanted to find a new signature scent. That's what had put me on this entire path in the beginning in the first place.
wow.
Um, and I ended up recently, like a year ago, I was in an Ulta and they had like a mini, like that mini, and I ended up buying a bottle of a little one of that.
Wow.
Yeah, that was that was probably my most recent actual purchase in the last year. Um,
The OG Aqua Gio, right? The OG toilet.
no, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
original.
But
Yep.
there's so many flankers of that fragrance now.
I'm reading. No, a Rick Dunkel. That's why I was looking down. Rich Uncle had said Frank became a fan of ADG, wearing it. The same thing happened to me. No, it's funny, Rich. That's the thing. When my signature scent all through high school and college was Acquatigio, and when I had started my channel, I was in the search. Like I was in a search for my next signature scent. Like I had literally started the journey. If you guys don't know, if you go back to my channel, Frunkinator, I had actually broken my leg and was homebound for 4 months
Oh,
from work.
wow.
And that's what actually started my channel off. So I was home. I had a cast on from my knee down. I was all jacked up. I couldn't go anywhere. And I remember being like, ah, I need a new cologne. You know, didn't call it a fragrance back then. I need a new cologne.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and that's what started me on that journey of this entire world that I'm on, and this it's amazing from where I started sitting in my office back then to doing this now. So,
Uh, my man Joe's in the house. What's good, Joe?
yo, what's up, bro?
Yeah, Joe's still rocking. He's been doing his thing. He's been rocking nonstop. Rascott, another guy from back in the days. You remember
Yeah,
Rascott?
yeah, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
He like Rascal said he likes the new perfume. Okay.
yeah. Aqua Gio, they have so many flankers, man. It's like
Yeah, and this there's a lot of the EDT, we can call it a flanker. I guess we can, that made EDPs.
yeah, yeah,
So a lot of them just hit like with a heavy floral on the dry downs of a
but
lot of the fragrances.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
it took away the I feel like it took away a lot of the versatility. Like
yeah,
seasonal.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, like it made it so heavy. Certain ones, it made it so heavy. You're like, you don't want to wear this in the summertime.
Yeah, they had the black bottle, the Profumo, which is I think hard to get now. But I heard it had like a, not that I heard, I actually have a bottle. I did a street sense on it. It
Okay.
has sense kind of thing in there, so it did kind of change a little bit. But they discontinued.
How did it do on the street sense? You remember?
It did really good. It did really good. But the funny thing is, the girl said it smelled like her father. It was a girl. She was like from overseas, and she said that it reminds her of dads, like
Yeah,
fathers.
but Al, what happens to us, honestly, right? We're only getting older. They're only getting younger.
Yeah, yeah,
So as we age with the fragrances that are aging, certain fragrances are just becoming nostalgic,
yeah. That's true.
right? Like we can't help it. We're aging with it. But
Yeah,
there's certain ones, yes, we could say are timeless. But like at the end of the day, like when I was in high school, senior year of high school and early college, Fahrenheit was the bomb.
yeah, yeah,
Fahrenheit was the shit. Now I
yeah.
can tell you to this day, it still is amazing and
Oh,
original and unique. But people will also say, if they remember it, that it still smells like a nostalgic scent now. But I
yeah.
also think
It does.
we're evolving though.
But Fahrenheit is very unique. I mean, I don't really think anything else came out that smells like Fahrenheit. Can you think of it?
There's nothing. No, there's been
Is there something?
yeah,
There
damn
is.
it. Yeah.
There's
I have a
Gio, this fragrance that smell like Perry Ellis 360 Red smells like Aqua Gio. There's so many that smell similar to others, but Fahrenheit was one that was
okay.
control
I don't
uh,
remember it off the top of my head. I'm being honest with you guys.
something.
Go I may have it. I know for a fact that I have a vintage Fahrenheit versus a modern day one on my channel because I had compared them. I actually got a sample of the original, like the OG.
Had the 1988 one.
Yes.
Okay.
And I compared that versus the modern day one.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure I also had done a regular Fahrenheit video, and I remember I had said what was similar to it.
So there was something out there
I
that's
think there was one or two that Fragrantica had
designer.
maybe. Yeah, I don't
Something
remember.
I got. That's something I never really thought about
Let
until
me
right.
put it like this: there's nothing that's still in production today that would be like, oh, that's going to be what I'm going to. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like that
I,
wasn't. That wasn't back. That wasn't something that was you knew that you had a backup bottle for.
yeah.
Whereas like there was some like Creed Millicent Imperial. Larry had asked, what's your opinion on Millicent Imperial? That's probably one of my favorite fragrances of all time. I love
Yeah.
it. I've always been a freshie. I've always loved Iris. I've
Yeah.
always loved a lot of the fresh scents. That was always something that I enjoyed a lot more than a lot of the heavy ones. I didn't like I didn't like heavy rose. I hated oak moss, heavy vanilla. Like that was never something that I enjoyed. Um, so I always had loved the real, but there was a lot of like I didn't want super super citrus either. Like Bergamot 22,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
never my jam. 23, 22,
22. 22.
22 was
Yeah. Yeah.
never my jam because I felt it just gave too much of a blast. I felt like I was just ripping into a grapefruit and like squirting it on myself. Like I wasn't looking for that.
Yeah.
Um, so I always really did like Creed Millicent Imperial is probably one of my all-time favorite scents
You have
ever.
the bottle.
Yes.
Okay.
But, and there's a huge but, it lasts 3 hours. Plain and simple. It lasts legitimately 3 hours on your body and it's gone. And you nobody would smell it on you. You couldn't even walk around and do one of these and smell it on yourself anymore. Unless you worked up a little bit of heat and got that those heat spots working on the back of the neck, you didn't even know that it was on you anymore. So for that reason, I'm out. like I just, I would wear it, but that's when, Alec, I told you earlier, I started layering. Yes. I started layering Millesime Imperial with GIT so that I could get the fragrance that GIT would give on the base. I always love the base of GIT. You give that 3 hours, 4 hours, and you would get a really, really sweet, lavender, and it was still like fresh. Whereas Millesime Imperial in 3, 4 hours would actually smell like mildewy and almost mossy, and it just went away. So that was what had made me decide, let me try layering these, and that's what got me to literally layer the GIT with the Millesime on top. If Millesime Imperials at all tops, there's no mids or there's no bases in that. So with
Yeah.
that being said, I used to put that on top of the GIT, and it would boom, like that worked for me. Yeah,
I, it's still warm outside, so I'm gonna,
yeah,
you know, I'm gonna give that a try. I mean, like you said, GIT you could probably wear all year long, so I'm gonna try that though. That's definitely sounds like something I would
we
love.
we got some comments coming through. Raider Natoshi. Frunk looking rough. Yo, I'm not looking rough, kid. I just got the beard growing. I'm just growing it in again. I got the beard coming out again. So you can believe Frunk, average Joe. What's up? What's up? Yeah,
Did
I had been incognito. I went
you
incognito for a
smell
minute, bro.
Speed Viking?
What?
Speed Viking. Did you smell that?
I actually liked that one. I didn't own it, but I liked it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know that
that
one got a lot of heat, right? People.
yeah. That one was like, it was some people loved it or hated it. They said it smelled like, Old Spice kind of vibe, it's very
Right.
spicy cinnamon kind of thing going on. I actually like it. There's a Viking cologne as well.
Yeah.
Everything is Yeah, we got Frank in the house. It's a lot of fun. It's crazy. Catch up. Michael 88 Viking. Sorry, I'm not really reading the comments.
Sorry.
Uh,
Like I said, I'm at a Halloween party right now. I got to refresh it. Guys, everybody that's out there, thank you so much for watching, for listening. I'm at Halloween party, and I got my kids upstairs, and there's like another 20 kids upstairs. I got all the parents. I'm drinking a beer. I'm enjoying, but I didn't want to let Al down. He asked me to come on. I said I had to see him, had to talk to the community, say hello to everyone. So I'm here. I probably got about another 2, 3 minutes left until I got to get back up there. Let's
We'll
see. I'm just trying to keep up with the comments here. Cool Water in the late '90s. Yeah, Cool Water. I mean, let's not forget though, right, Raz? What's the original? The original was GIT. Cool
yeah,
Water came. Cool Water. Cool Water
came
was
later.
the copycat of GIT, which is interesting because you don't normally see that.
And also, I want to say one thing: when you put them side by side, Cool Water smells like chemicals, honestly. Versus, like I smell both
Cool
of them.
Water is, in my opinion, just smells, yes, chemicals, but like more watered down. You don't get the potency.
No,
I can pick out notes in GIT. You cannot pick out notes in Cool Water.
no. There's a big difference.
Yeah, I mean you could
Yeah,
tell it.
like you said,
Um,
out first.
right. Well, and again, you got to remember, Creed's using better chemicals.
Yeah, better.
You know,
I
natural,
I remember
natural.
watching the video that you were in when we got together at the Cree Boutique. We were going around in Center of the Days.
Yeah,
Oops, no, not that one. The first one with Hero. You were wearing Sirius number 7. That was your
that
Center.
that was a good. Yes, I remember that. I remember that. Sirius was a fun brand. I don't. That's the thing. A lot of these brands they couldn't hack it
Yes,
because so many. We became, and that was one of the reasons too. When I left, I also started to feel like there became an oversaturation of brands that were just starting to come.
yeah,
This doesn't have to do with Series 7 or Series, but like it would just became, I started right after I left. Maybe it was right after I left, but there was just this, I started to see this saturation of new lines, new fragrances, new brands. All of a sudden, pop up, pop up, pop up. And then all of a sudden it was, well, this one smells like, this one smells like, this one smells like. And it's like, well, so you created another brand just so you can make something smell like the original?
yeah,
And I think like what you said, like, what do you think of the current Fragcom? Like, I think Fragcom just changed a lot because it evolved naturally with what's being released though.
yeah. Which is
So you got,
a lot
right.
being.
You got
Oh,
these
good.
copy brands, you got things coming out that are just trying to make a quick buck.
It's crazy. It's insane. Like Hugo Boss. There's a new Hugo Boss like every week. It seems like.
I mean, that's the thing. You know that the bigger brands, Chanel, Dior, Hugo Boss, Nautica, you know that they're making things for people to just like. We know
Yeah,
this, right? Like, I hope nobody out there thinks that, they're not doing test groups for this stuff because they are. Like, they're mass producing so that people like it and buy it for the holidays. And that's really why I really fell into the niche brand, enjoying working with the niche founders. The last, like, I don't know, 10 videos on my channel were strictly interviews with
yeah.
niche brand owners. I just love doing that. I got to sit there and talk to an owner of a company and tell me what made them create their first fragrance.
That's awesome.
That's fucking amazing because it literally came from their heart. I mean, there was some brands that were like, these are my babies. Like, I made these. Like, this came from my blood, sweat, and tears. Like, that's what it's about. Like, they literally had found something. They had their own passion. They created something that was special to them, and then I got to help broadcast that. I enjoy that the most, and that was really why I stopped doing a lot of video on reviews on the channel and just kind of do it, and really enjoyed doing the interviews. And if I could do that again, I also want to say what happened to me. Yes, I had kids. Life started getting busy, but don't forget, we all had COVID.
That's
COVID killed us.
COVID killed Presence too. That's another thing that hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell me how you're gonna walk up to a stranger on the street and tell him to smell something wearing a mask.
it's hard enough. Imagine with you. I mean,
Yo, Al, you know what you would have done? You would have had to have sprayed the fragrance in the mask and then told him to put it on. Yo, and then have them give it back, and then you have to use a new one for another person. I mean, it was strange times. Like a lot of stuff
yeah, yeah.
really it really changed. I think, and watching the time evolve and everything just happen in our worlds and in everyone's worlds individually. I think a lot of people also, like me, they had first started their journey looking for maybe a new signature, a new fragrance, and then 5 years later, 6 years later, 7 years later, 8 years later, like time passed, and you find yourself in a new place in life where you don't lose your passion for fragrance. You don't necessarily lose, the passion for what you learned over the years, but you start to use it. You don't lose it, you use it. Like I said, Al, you and I, we go into a fragrance shop. What do you got over there? What's on the wall? Oh, those are real. Those. Ooh. Oh, this got oak moss. I don't want this. Boom. You move on. So you start using what we learn, not losing it.
That's true.
And
Learned a lot. I learned a lot. I mean, wow.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, it's true. My journey, I learned so much.
100%. I'm trying to catch up with the
And,
comments here before I jump.
I was gonna say something. Cool water. Cool water. Getting back to cool water. Like the original
Yeah.
was a designer scent. It is a classic scent. I mean, a lot of people bought that fragrance. We people wore it back in the days. So they mentioned they're gonna release an intense version of Cool Water, right? So EDP. So I was excited. I was like, wow, it's gonna smell like the original, but like it's gonna be beefed up, whatever, whatnot. I got the fragrance, and it smelled nothing like Cool Water. Coconut kind of scent. It was the EDP intense,
Yeah.
but nothing to do with Cool Water. I was like, what's going on here with that? Like, what's up with that? Like, so then the parfum came out.
Okay.
Okay, this is gonna be the one. I smelled that. It smelled nothing like either of them. It was like a whole nother fragrance. I'm like, isn't it supposed to be like the original, but like beefed up? It's like, well, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. I mean, they just started making stuff for people to like, but
Just it's like a whole different fragrance. It had nothing to do with the DNA of Cool Water.
Brad had said Series 7 was compared to GIT. I don't think that was actually right. I think Series 7 was compared to not GIT. It was one of the Dolce Gabbanas.
Which one? Light blue,
No, keep going.
Port
Keep going. I'll know it if I hear it.
the
Which was
one, the one.
the one.
Yeah,
Series 7 was compared to the one from Dolce Gabbana. Boom,
yeah,
you got it. Yeah.
yeah,
That was because it was like a slight leathery scent, but it was
yeah,
masculine, but it also had like it was smooth. Series 7 was super smooth.
yeah. I remember. And there was a
Yeah.
Series 14 also, right?
Say again?
Series 4 or 14. What was the other one? There's another one.
They had a bunch of them, but they were all
Yeah,
in numbers.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which good and bad, right? Because it was easy for them to keep track, but it was harder for you. Whereas we know names, GIT, Aventus, Fahrenheit, like different things had different names. 2 minutes. 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. My little one's telling me I gotta go. Hold on. Let me look at I want to make sure I keep
One
the chat going.
is Drunkinator. Hopefully, I get to see you at Sun Explorer. Maybe we could do an episode together. We'll catch up. I'll definitely be in.
Yes.
It was great to have you. I mean, one
Yo.
hour right by, man. This is. I honestly feel like we spoke for 1 minute.
I know. I
You know,
know.
good time.
Yo, it was an absolute pleasure to everybody that's down there. I appreciate all of you. Um, it was great seeing you, Floating Man, Dan. Absolutely, yo, La Nuit, La
Yeah,
Nuit, still a killer.
I know
La
it.
Nuit de l'Homme, still a killer.
I have a Loam vintage bottle. Loam.
That's one of my favorites, still to this day.
I have one still. Yeah,
Classic scent, like
ginger.
that was one of my. I literally love that. I love that fragrance, 100%. Yo,
I do.
Raps, cheers, bro. That was one of my favorites ever, 100%. It didn't last very long though. That would go
No,
maybe 4 hours and it was gone.
no.
But yeah, listen, to everybody out there, thank you so much. Obviously, my channel's still live. Maybe
Trunk
we
gang.
get something. Maybe I do something. Maybe one day. Maybe we work on it out. Maybe we do put a little collab together.
Let's do something.
All right.
Max wanted to do a get together with some of the OG guys, like a
Okay.
roundtable, something. Seriously, I'll try to reach out to some of the guys. Maybe you could get like Drac Doc or somebody.
I can.
And
Well, Cody doesn't live in New York anymore.
right, that's right. But maybe one day if he's in New York, or
I
I mean,
know. Yeah. We can make it work. I'm just letting you know. I know. I don't want to give up all of his personal business, but everyone that does love Cody and loves Drac Talk, he's not in New York. He is doing well. I talk to him every day. He's
tell him
doing
give him my love.
100%. I mean, he loves you guys. He loves you, Al. I mean, we all,
At
he's
him a
he's
bottle
good
of
though. He's good. He's got kids and all, and we're all living, man. And I hope everyone out there is doing well too, and smelling good because that's what this was all about when we all started it.
what are you wearing tonight?
GIT.
Yeah, I see. I knew it. I
Yeah,
knew you
an
get
easy
that.
one. I got my flannel. And I'm not just wearing it on the neck. I actually gave it a squirt because I was at the Halloween parade in town. So I gave it right on the back. Walk around with it. I'm getting it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love GIT is I love Creed, so I mean that's
I know. I
Creed.
feel like I'm talking about the old ones that we were talking about back 11 years ago. But these are the
Yeah,
classics for a reason, right? I mean, they work.
yeah, and I did so many episodes of Street Sense at the Creed boutique. I have like 30 videos.
Ah, I know. Yeah, those
No,
guys were legends.
Lewis was
Lewis, all those guys. Yeah,
Lewis is like my brother. He was on my live last week actually. Lewis.
he's great. I mean, he was always a legend.
Yeah, he's the man. So I love Creed, and I want to say thank you. I know you gotta go.
I gotta
Uh,
go. Got the kids calling me. They want
yeah,
to take their costumes off. They want to put on the regular clothes. So I get it.
I have so much more to talk about. Maybe you come back on another time. We'll
I'm happy to come back anytime. You let me know. We'll make it work. We'll talk behind the scenes. We'll
yeah.
schedule it. We'll have some fun. We can tell everyone that I'm coming on, and they can come up with their questions. And I'll get wise if you want. I'll go to Sephora. I'll take my daughter. I'll let her buy some lip mask and some
And
face wash and some
try
pimple fucking stickers.
try
Okay, I'll try the Louis Vuittons.
the guy that made the Louis Vuittons. He's the guy that made Issey Miyake. I think his name is Jacques Cavalier, whatever. I can't say his name.
Cavalier. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember.
he made the whole
Okay.
line, and some of them are really good.
Nice. All right, I'll try them out. Yeah, I can definitely. I can give some samples and get a little bit more familiar on what's happening right now. Besides, some of the old stuff for sure.
Awesome, man. It was great to see you, man. You look
Great
good.
to see you.
I'm
I
happy
appreciate it, though.
to happen. This was amazing.
It's great. I'm happy to be on. I love you, Al. Everyone that's out there, thank you for
Love you.
listening. I
Love the
appreciate it.
so much to everybody out there.
Yeah,
Funk,
100%.
Ed, it was great to have you on, man. Seriously.
Yeah, it was awesome. I'll smell you later.
I'll see you later. Go enjoy your party. GIT, baby. Tomorrow I'll be wearing GIT Millennium Imperial.
There you go. Make it work, and tell me. I want you to text me. Tell me what you think of the layer.
I'll text you.
All right. I'll
All
talk
right,
to you
take care.
later.
Better. The Frunkinator in the house. Yeah, that was it. That was my special guest, the Frunkinator. I'm gonna wrap up right here. I want to say thank you to all the people that tuned in for this live. It was a lot of fun. 67 minutes went by like that. I can't believe it. We had some great people in the house. We had Joe, Brascott, Brad, the Cologne man. A lot of great guys stopped by. Thank you so much for all you guys, coming in, stopping in, saying what's up. Frunkinator, he's a great guy. Seriously, we have a lot of great memories with me and Frunk. And I want to say thank you to everyone that came in once again. That's it for this live. Aqua Fahrenheit. I love this fragrance. What a great scent. On that note, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll see you guys later. Smell great. Rascott, peace, bro. I will layer that. It was fun, Al. Thank you. Rich, of course. We had a lot of fun. Empty Sense. I'll see you. I didn't get a chance to read everybody's comments. I'm sorry, but I will. Next time I'll try to read more. Rascott, I'll see you later, bro. Next live coming next week. Empty Sense. I'll see you later. That's it for now. I mean, I could go on, but I think I should wrap it up here. Aqua Fahrenheit. It's my scent of the day. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Big shout out to Frunk, to Fragcom. Peace. I'm out.